Put it on my face.
Are you wearing makeup?
Got it all on. Caked. I'm caked up over here on that. All right, we're live from SEC Media Days here in Atlanta, Georgia at the College Football Hall of Fame. We have a very special guest joining us of the SEC Network and ESPN. It is our friend Alyssa Lang. And Alyssa, it's always good to catch up with you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little nervous because we're about to start a new season. We've been talking a lot about Arkansas football 2025. I am getting nervous that you're going to ban me from Arkansas games at some point because my track record on the sidelines of Arkansas games has not been so good lately. I'm hoping that'll improve in 2025, but I'm a little afraid that that's how this interview might end today.
We have you on a list. I'm not going to say what list it is, but you're on a list
Basketball,
somewhere.
good.
Yes. Basketball, you're welcome to hang out at Bud Walton Arena anytime you want because it's always going to be an overtime game and a court rushing.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Pretty much a guarantee.
Every time. But with Razorback football, you mentioned it. It's last year go 6-6, 7-6 with the bowl win. This year, you lost a lot of players from the last season. There's a lot of new faces. It's Pittman's sixth year, which is amazing to think that he's been here 6 years. Yeah. But Razorback fans just really don't know what to think right now. What do you think about Razorback football?
I think it's fair that they don't know what to think, right? When you're going through your preparation for all of these teams with having so many new pieces and the transfer portal being so prevalent, it's hard to get a good beat on what you think the ceiling for a team could be. Certainly a team that has struggled over the past few years like Arkansas. You won't find a bigger Sam Pittman fan than me. So I have that trust that he has continued to hit the portal, hit the recruiting trail, add what Arkansas needs. I think that's evident from what we saw last year with him bringing in Bobby Petrino. And I'm not sure that fans outside of the state of Arkansas really respect what that took from Sam Pittman to bring in somebody like a Bobby Petrino, who you know what the conversation was going to be as soon as he set foot on campus. What I know I'm excited most about this year for Arkansas is the evolution of Taylon Green. I think he's an under-talked-about quarterback as far as the measurables. He's got the get-off-the-bus look that you want from a starting SEC quarterback. It was up and down last year, but it was also his first year in the SEC at Arkansas with a new offensive coordinator and a brand-new team. That first year under his belt could be pivotal for Arkansas going into year two, and I do think that added comfortability between him, Bobby, and Sam could be massive for Arkansas, taking a very much-needed step forward.
Well, Taylon Green, I think, is where it all starts, and it's almost a rarity nowadays to have a quarterback that's at the same school for 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
It seems like it's such a rare thing, but I've brought this up with a lot of people. I love his game. I love what he's able to do. Hopefully he takes that next step. We'll see what's surrounding him, but I just don't think he's getting a whole lot of maybe talk about being an all-SEC caliber quarterback. Not to say he should be first team, but I feel like maybe people undervalue Taylon Green, and because he's at Arkansas, because there's uncertainty, because Arch Manning, Garrett Nussmeier, all these other great ones, I feel like he maybe doesn't get the love he deserves.
I would absolutely agree with that, and I think it's part of it is playing in the SEC, right? And look at the quarterbacks that we have in 2025, even the young guys, the DJ Lagways, the Lenoris Sellers, Garrett Nussmeier will probably be in the Heisman conversation, right? Even Diego Pavia and what he's doing at Vanderbilt, he gets talked about more than Taylon Green does at Arkansas, and I think it is just the nature of where Arkansas is right now. Still in that mode of trying to get over the hump and create some consistency, and I think that's the most important thing for Arkansas moving forward is that consistency. That Tennessee win last year was massive for the locker room, for the program to feel that sense of, okay, we got to win over what was an eventual college football playoff team. That should catapult us from a momentum standpoint, and in a way it did. Like you said, you make the postseason, you get a bowl win. There are SEC programs that had high expectations last year that did not go to bowl games. So for Taylon to kind of be this under-the-radar quarterback for Arkansas, I almost feel like is a good thing for the 2025 Razorbacks. Be underlooked, be the underdog, if you will, and there's always a team, certainly in this league, that takes us by surprise. Maybe in 2025 it's Arkansas because of that extra step that Taylon and this offense can take.
Well, one of the things that they're going to have to do is, of course, play games on the schedule, and the schedule sucks.
It's hard.
It's
second toughest in the country?
Tale as old as time, right?
Yeah.
It's another run-of-the-mill schedule. They have to go on the road to LSU, to Ole Miss, to Texas, to Tennessee. Yeah. No big deal. And then also Notre Dame at home. They play them.
Yeah.
That's the thing I feel like I have to maybe not argue for, but with Pittman and people who are frustrated or maybe like that, if they had a schedule like a Missouri or somebody else, it'd be a totally different ballgame. But you're talking about playing potentially 4 to 5 different playoff contenders. I don't know how the schedule works. I don't know how they make it up, but that to me is going to be the detriment to this team right now.
There are definitely more manageable schedules from other teams in the SEC than what Arkansas has. And I would make the same argument as you. Not all coaching performances, not all schedules, not all seasons can be measured the same, right? I mean, we talk about it with Brian Kelly and LSU and being 0-3 in season openers. Look at who those season openers have been against. Florida State, Southern Cal, teams that have high expectations and are not cupcakes in week one, right? So the conversation even about Brian Kelly, oh my gosh, will he be able to win an opener? Well, when you're playing Power 4 opponents that have their sights set on college football playoff at the end of the season, it's going to be tougher. When you have the schedule that Arkansas has this season, it's going to be tougher. It's going to be a grind on you mentally, physically, emotionally. By the time you get to the season, end of the season, health will be something that you're talking about. So for those teams like Arkansas, Florida, who have these just brutal schedules, health is wealth, truly, in 2025. But I agree with you. I think that's something that does have to be taken into account when you look at what Sam Pittman's been up against. And it's not like this is the first year that they've had tough schedules, right? Like
yes.
This is like you said, tale as old as time. So I do think that's something. I understand fans want to win, and there's a reason why the passion exists in Fayetteville is because they're used to having that blue-collar winning program. But it is harder for Arkansas than it will be for other programs this year.
I've asked everybody this. It's also a question I feel like I answer all the time, but I want your answer from it.
Yeah.
Who's Arkansas's rival in college football?
Such a good question. I did the Arkansas-Missouri game last year, and there's not a lot of love lost between those two opponents, right? So
I'm good friends with Eli, though. He really
Are
likes.
you?
No, he hates me.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, well, shout out to you, whatever you did to him. I would. My gut goes Arkansas, or goes Missouri, Arkansas. Maybe I'm way off on that. But that's kind of the beauty, in my opinion, now of where we are with college football. Someone asked me the same exact question about my alma mater yesterday. Who's South Carolina's biggest SEC rival outside of, obviously, Clemson is the in-state rival, but who in the SEC? And I said, maybe Tennessee, maybe Kentucky at this point with how games have gone over the past few years. I mean, Texas will always be up there. Right? I don't know. What are the answers you got?
It just depends on the day. Sometimes it's Texas, sometimes it's LSU, sometimes it's.
Is Missouri in the conversation?
No,
okay.
not usually.
All right.
Not usually. I don't think it's because they just don't want them to be more so than anything. But that's a
yeah.
big part of it. But also, this is just a random one that I always like getting people's opinions on too. The first Razorback football player that comes to mind that's just a random player, not just a Darren McFadden, but just somebody that when you first think of it, just for whatever reason. I had a Jalen Catalon reference the other day.
Jalen Catalon back in the league.
Yeah, I can't believe he's still playing.
I couldn't either. I thought someone was joking around when
I thought I was on the 7.5-year plan in college.
Grant Morgan, Bumper Pool.
There you go.
I mean, I feel like I know that's two players, but they come to mind just as a tandem.
Yep, that's true because they played together for 5 years together.
I know.
So,
it feels like they were just the mascot of Arkansas defense for so long that if I can't pick McFadden, probably those two.
Works for me.
Okay,
I needed random ones, and those are random ones. That's all I needed. So it's Alyssa Lang of the SEC Network and ESPN. Appreciate you as always. Good seeing you as always, and we look forward to having you in Fayetteville for wins this time.
That's right.
Instead of those losses. But
Thanks
we
for having
appreciate
me.
it.